Let's go.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Welcome everyone. Welcome to New Geek Society. I'm Nona Prince and I'm joined by Swapne, Sunny Naik, and Varun. You know him. And today we'll be talking about E3 2021. Now, warning, straight up warning. All of these guys are gamers. They play games. They know about games. Two of them have studied games, so they are well versed about all of that. But I'm here a noob. I don't play much games. I don't know about games much, but I am very interested in it. I have the curiosity, so I'm here at the panel, to know about what happened in E3. And E3 is kind of like, right, Comic Con, right? Like a Comic Con or a DC fandom kind of a event for games, right?
Yeah, for games.
So I
Yeah.
think
Isn't there a Gamescom?
Gamescom,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is also that, but
This one is bigger, right?
like-
This one is like the
this
Comic
one,
Con. So yeah, and I think I'm looking forward to it. E3 is happening everywhere I go. It's new games, Guardians of the Galaxy, and all of that. Avatar game is coming, and I think great trailers, Battlefield 5, and a lot of things are happening. So let's get into it. And before that, let's get your overviews about the event happening, post pandemic and very different than previously. But what are your thoughts, Swapne?
So I think so. पिछले साल के हिसाब से ये साल वो लोग ने काफी बेटर किया I feel मतलब all the trailers and all were quite detailed
Yeah.
except few obviously जो हर साल ही होता है pandemic or not. So पिछले साल के हिसाब से as I said better था मतलब ज़्यादा तो मेरे views नहीं है but then हाँ पिछले साल से काफी सही.
Yeah. Varun?
yeah, I think. I mean, I think it was like last year. A lot of the time and a lot of the focus went because they were introducing the new consoles.
Yeah.
PS5 and the new Xbox. They were not launched at that point, so they were just like a lot of the advertising was for that. But now the consoles have come out, so they are focusing again on the games. And yeah, I think it was like how Swapne said that every year it happens that there are some trailers which are like very big hits and some which are just fans give mixed reaction on them. So that happens every year.
So when did
but yeah,
that
like
Diablo event happen? That they announced the mobile
Yeah.
game and someone asked in the Q&A session, like, "Are you joking?" Right?
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
I think
fun.
I mean that's like one of them, but I don't think something that disastrous happened this year. Overall it was fine. I like there were a lot of announcements which I really liked and I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
So one more thing which I would like to point out is Outer World 2 का जो trailer था.
Yeah.
So that was very tongue in cheek I feel. So it was basically a grand trailer showing basically nothing about the game. So that I found quite hilarious, which was obviously a kind of a jab on other studios, which shall not be named. But yeah.
All right. And when did that happen? The Cyberpunk thing. You are awesome. You are breathtaking, right? Keanu Reeves.
2019.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was 2000.
Do you want to get into Cyberpunk?
I mean the game flopped. Like not commercially, but it still hasn't been fixed properly, and it's an okay game. Nothing.
But
Has
like,
anyone played it?
yeah, that's the big question.
Yeah.
So I
played it.
actually did buy it on day one actually, and then even though I saw a lot of bugs and all online and on Reddit, extensively on Reddit, I still wanted to try it out. But the first 15 minutes I encountered like 3 bugs, character clipping. Some random dude is flying in there for some reason. He starts shooting for no reason. So I was like, okay, just थोड़ा fix होने दो उसके बाद थोड़ा try करेंगे वापस.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think that's a big deal, right? Do you think COVID is the issue behind this, or is it just
Oh, I mean,
I don't
studio
think that should be an
mismanagement?
issue.
That shouldn't be because in fact, games industry was one of the like lesser affected industry because people just continued working from home. Same
Yeah.
with I think animation also. Of course, delays happen because you are working from home. It's a different environment and all that. But games have been in development for 4 5 years. So this should already like 2020 should already have been their last stretch. Like they should
Yeah.
have been finishing up, but the game clearly doesn't appear like that. So yeah, they just needed 2 years more at least, I would say.
Yeah. Because I think before Cyberpunk, right, there was this game which was like a real time story mode kind of a thing, and multiple people can play it. Do you know that game? And that also, like, people were hyped, and it was so bad. It just, uh, from A, I think it was
Oh,
something.
so you're talking about वो कौन सा था EA का जो आता डेस्टिनी टाइप गेम जो था मेक
अरे
क्या नाम था हाँ हाँ हाँ
Anthem.
Anthem,
Anthem, yes,
Anthem,
yes, yes,
Anthem,
yes,
yes,
yes.
Anthem. I remember
Yeah.
watching it trailer. It's
Uh,
like real time player can, like they leave and still the world is evolving, kind of something, right? They were
true,
trying to
true,
do,
true, true.
and it didn't work, right?
Oh no, nothing. Half of the
So
So
thing were like false advertised, like they were not even there in the game. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
though I so I'm not very you know I'm not very sure about it, but I think Cyberpunk has reported more bugs than Anthem. I
yeah,
can be wrong, I can be
I
wrong,
think
but then
so.
I've seen more memes about Cyberpunk than
Yeah.
Anthem.
yeah,
Maybe because people did not have much hope from EA to start with. Maybe
Yeah.
that can be the reason. But then I'm really not sure whether the actual game had more bugs than Anthem.
But then again, Cyberpunk was hyped for years.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think with Keanu Reeves,
Mm.
like even non-gamers like me were, oh, interesting.
That's true.
So
Yeah, they might have
yeah.
been like, everyone will keep looking at Keanu Reeves and our bugs will be slid off.
But because I wanted to talk about this because now this E3 has happened, right? We have so many announcements and everything, but still there's
Mm.
COVID. There'll be delays. It will take more
Yeah.
time than normally, right? And already I think
Mhm.
gaming industries, it has been under scrutiny because there's a lot of after hours work going on,
Yeah.
and
Crunch.
crunch
Yeah.
time is going on. So what do you all
Mm.
think? Each of you, that with all these announcement, how many games will even match up with what the hype is, and how much will deliver, considering all the things. Like, I think for movie industry, it's also one thing, right, that now with the second wave and lockdown and all, like, movies are like, people will not invest money in movies anymore with that much money,
Yeah.
because the
Mm.
output was so less. And now with the
Mm.
pandemic, the shooting is not happening. So all the movies which were ready but they are waiting for the theaters, they are getting OTT. There's kind of a sacrifice
Getting
there.
delayed.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
delayed. But once there'll be a time where there'll be no movies. I think that cannot happen with games. But like, what do you think about this situation, and how it will affect the gaming industry and the gamers? Because I think according to the report, in the pandemic, it has multifolded the gaming industry, the gamers, people who are playing games, staying home. It has become, I think, as you said, Varun, in the beginning, that like animation, game, filmmaking, kind of the content creators, they were most in demand in the pandemic, because the
Yeah.
demand was so high. So what are your thoughts on that, each of you?
Yeah, as far as I've
Yeah.
seen around me, people were all into games. Like some of my friends, they started watching streams. They were
Yeah.
like, they used to make fun of those people who watch streams. I was one of them at one point of time. Why are people watching other people play? Something like that. But yeah, I've grown fond of it. Like, I know a bit of it I can blame to poverty and not being able to afford a great laptop for gaming. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious how the game unfolds. So yeah, I feel in fact, mobile gaming has grown a
Yeah.
lot. Not just PC gaming, but I think comparatively, mobile gaming has soared the skies. Being Clash of Clans, the very commercial ones, the very famous one, PUBG. Now it is Battlegrounds, I
Candy
guess.
Crush.
And yeah, Candy Crush, of course. My father still plays it.
Mm.
And also Call of Duty is one of
Yeah.
the top three, I believe.
4G.
And
Okay, moving on. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. What do you think, Swapne?
Yeah, so I think due to pandemic, I feel more viewership has been driving towards multiplayer games than single player. I mean, obviously, both of the types have been benefited from it since all the people at home, and then अब मतलब सारे shows तो भाई binge कर लिए 2 दिन में अब क्या करें.
Yeah.
So like watching people play games, and then big streamers and also. So I feel for a game like Valorant, let's just say, which is pretty recent. So the viewership for that game, since it launched, I feel the viewership was very high from day one, and then it just kept on getting higher. So that I feel is, you know, because of one of the reason is because of the pandemic situation. And then after that, obviously, I mean, Riot Games, so they approached all the big streamers like Shroud, Isu, and all. So everybody trying, all the big streamers basically trying the game, and then yeah, people then picking up that game and enjoying it. And
Yeah.
in India as well, I feel a lot. I mean, I haven't really seen this many people play CS:GO. Okay, there have been a lot of new streamers coming up and playing. Starting with Valorant, and then they have been getting viewers like very quickly. Like
Yeah.
एक हफ्ते में the
Yeah.
viewership has grown very much. So that's what I think.
Take a note.
Varun. Because I think
Uh,
Varun, you have this international idea also what's happening there. I'm sure you know. So what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think, everywhere in general, like gaming increased a lot. And I mean, in between the pandemic, we also saw the release of like two major consoles, both the PS5 and the new Xbox Series X and Series S. So, like all these things happened in the middle of the pandemic, like while everything was still going on, people were still like mostly at home.
Yeah.
Uh, of course, all the releases are like you buy it online and then it gets delivered, all that. And of course, there were like there's still a shortage of stock because I think the entire that supply chain has been affected by the pandemic, and that effect will go on for like next 2 years. So like consoles will be out of stock for the next 2 years at
Yeah.
least until the whole supply chain gets back properly. So effects like that is
Same
there, but
goes for this, right? Graphic cards and all, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
think graphic card also like the because of crypto mining
Yeah.
and all that is another reason. But yes, like a lot of these electronic devices and electronic parts have been affected. But yeah, but in terms of like I think in gaming again, like you said, we were also like you also mentioned crunch and all that, and
Yeah.
like yeah, that is a very like bad thing happening in the gaming industry at every level, like not just big studios do it, even small studios have to do it to like reach the deadlines and all that. And there is like that's you very few games are there where like the every single employee and like the producers and everyone, they have like come out and said that this game was developed without any crunch.
Yeah.
Mostly they are like not indie games but like mid-level sort of studios where like there are 50 to 100 employee in that
Yeah.
company or something like that. So like those are the sort of studios who have sort of found a way to manage to make a game without crunch. And like they are now of course like the people are studying their model and all that. But yeah, so crunch is there, and I think Cyberpunk was one of the things that got affected because of it. Like the studio was crunching in the last 1 year or so, and the end product was still not as good. And I think now what's happening is that most studios, like the games that they announced, they at the end of the trailers they didn't really tell a date. They said either coming soon or they said 2023, which is still like I guess 2 years from now is a good time. There are very few games which actually are actually coming out this year and next year.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, like out of all the announcement, when you'll see like barely 40 to 50% are coming out in within the next 1 year. Rest of them are usually like the actual big titles, the big announcement, the big IPs. They
Yeah.
are coming out like 2 years later. So I think giving that much of time is a good thing.
Yeah. Also, like in the pandemic, like a 2-year-old game like Among Us became so popular worldwide, and that it was an indie
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That was
And
an
like
True.
indie.
like you can, of course, this work goes behind even that game, but it's very less compared to a AAA title, right? With graphics and all of that
Definitely.
requirement. And it's so
Yeah.
interesting that do you think that pandemic will help even smaller games, which don't have the hi-fi graphics kind of a thing to do well?
Mm.
How
I
many of you
mean, yeah,
played Among Us?
Yeah, I've played Among Us.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel everybody has played Among
Yeah.
Us at least once.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, some of them like me because of FOMO.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
right.
Most of
That's all
us, I
right.
guess.
Yeah.
I bought that game, man, like to play on stream, and I don't
Uh,
regret it. It's the game, it's gone. The rage is gone, but it's all right. I don't mind
I
yeah,
giving them
mean,
that.
similar.
the rates will come back because they are introducing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Um, like yeah, they also had a E3 trailer. You should
Oh,
watch it.
really?
There
I
is
didn't know that.
a lot of they released a full roadmap of like the content that's going to come out, the new map and all that.
Yeah.
They not revealed that, but they just talked about it. But yeah.
Interesting, man.
Similarly, I feel even Fall Guys,
Oh, yeah. Fall
Hmm.
Guys.
was the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun multiplayer game, very easy to understand. But
Yeah.
then there's no skill base or skill ceiling. Just play, खेलो मतलब ऐसे
Hmm.
How
मजे करो.
much do you think is the streaming capability? People want to watch someone play this game. How much that plays a factor in a game becoming so popular?
Hmm. I think yeah, it does like play a factor. Like I would say streaming has helped. I think the biggest game like it has helped is chess. I guess
Oh
at this
yes.
point, like
Like I'm
Yes.
yeah.
I'm I'm shocked. Okay, I'm someone who got into chess in the pandemic, and with Samir and
Mm.
doing it, with internationally the Netflix show came out, Queen's Gambit, and I didn't know people are
Mhm.
streaming chess. There are chess streamers, so many of them, and it's just
Yeah.
amazing. And I think that also plays in that factor. Right? That chess is such a simple game to watch, right? It's exciting to if
Mm.
you understand how the pieces work, but you cannot play it, right? I think a lot of games are like that. Maybe I'm not good at it, but I love looking at people play it. So do you think that
Mm.
plays a big factor?
So it
I
does,
think
it does.
yeah.
Yeah, go on,
Mm.
Varun.
Oh no,
Well,
you go ahead.
so,
Acha.
Sunny, tell tu.
so
No, no, go ahead,
चलो
Sapna.
मैं बोलता
Yeah,
हूँ. Yeah, so I feel I'll highlight one more game, which is basically I'll highlight an entire genre. So battle royals, right?
yeah,
So PUBG, I feel when PUBG came, so the best decision I feel they made was breaking Shroud on board. So it's like because Shroud started playing PUBG, basically everybody started playing PUBG. Okay, and then after that, all the other companies were like, yeah, this thing is working. मतलब सोलो को एक ओपन मैप में डाल दो और एक दूसरे को मारेंगे लास्ट में जो बचा जीतेगा किंग ऑफ द रिंग
yeah,
जो मैकेनिक है वो so all the companies basically jumped on the bandwagon and now we know what battle royale is like a racing game now has a battle royale so I mean we do know where that went so yeah I feel streaming right now plays a very big role especially if your game is a multiplayer.
yeah,
I think competitive scene has a much more impact on streamers. Like most of the people watch streamers who actually play competitive games. Sometimes just to have the fun, sometimes to get wowed, or sometimes just to
yeah,
get better. Like learn
yeah.
from them, maybe.
And I think that
Mhm.
that's the reason why Among Us, like died down, because it's the same thing again and again, right? There's no
Yeah.
leveling up, or it's like, okay, this guy has been a imposter, he fails, or this guy, okay, I'm done, it's over. There's no much for, but in a
It's
competitive like PUBG, every time you play a game, it will be different. You know,
yes.
Fortnite, whatever you wanna take. You know, even Call of Duty has a thing, right? So every time you're getting a new experience. And I think that's what works, right?
I think Among Us is one of those house party games
Yeah,
made digitally, like
yeah,
Antakshi ho gaya, Pictionary and etc. And
yeah,
Yeah.
that is why people just do play to enjoy it. There's no feeling of
Mm.
competitiveness into it.
yeah. All right. So next, I wanted to get into is any. Okay, let's just go to the chat. I think we had some chats from people. All right. Battlefield 2042 का ट्रेलर देखो बहुत मस्त है फ्यूचर बैटल दिखाएंगे yes we'll watch it hi Mohammed welcome please talk about the superhero games we'll get into all of that excited for Loki yes we'll do that Aditya PUBG India game will release in India PUBG it came out right PUBG Battleground something
Not yet, I believe.
याद नहीं मुझे.
all right so yeah let's get into if there were any technological advancements or something like that which happened at the any game I think I don't remember which game was it but I think some years back there was an announcement that a new system of an open world engine which only renders out what is visible on the screen so whatever has gone past it they just it's cached out so every time
Mhm.
it becomes easier for the graphics
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
play
yeah.
that game also from that topic I want to come to this what Stadia tried to do right I think when I heard the pitch for Stadia I think even Xbox is doing that Xbox Pass something
Yeah.
like that and even
First, yeah.
PlayStation yeah
Mhm.
Nvidia is also doing that so I think when I heard the Stadia pitch I was like wow this was something which stopped me from playing games because I never had
Mhm.
access to
Yes.
big beefy machines or it was expensive and I think that's the reason mobile gaming is so hit because everyone has a mobile and all mobiles are
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
capable they are coming with 16 18 GB RAM now so
Yeah.
it's overkill
Yeah, मेरे
but
laptop में नहीं होता.
yes man it's like I got 16 that's it and I think and a phone which is way less than my laptop it has like more RAM so like what do you guys think this Stadia I think Stadia didn't work out but the latency issue is there but do you think this as a future you don't need because now with the issue with silicon and all of that the it's not a graphics are not available and all these issues do you think this is the future with internet
I
speeds
think
getting
with
better
5G
and
it will
5G
come into
yeah
place. I think.
I think yeah, it will become more common. It I think Google or someone will relaunch like Stadia or whatever the same thing but in another name.
2.0
But yeah, I think yeah, at the same time they will like as internet and all that gets better and latency issues they get less or they almost disappear. As that problem gets solved, they will have to put some sort of restrictions or something like that so that it so that even the actual hardware has some value so an actual PS4 console or an actual gaming PC still has some value and as so I think it will mostly be for multiplayer games that you won't own the game if you have a Stadia, but if your friend has it on PS4, you can just stream and play along with him or something like that. I think they can that's just something I thought. But yeah, like these sort of restriction or these sort of different rules or something will also come into play with that.
yeah
So yeah,
Swapna is there
It
um,
froze.
video
hello
stuff there.
can you hear us
Okay.
okay we lost one member
Stretching
guys
over.
that's all right
Man down, man down.
man down pause okay by the time he comes up what are the games you guys played recently like in the lockdown and all
Valorant.
that's it
So
Sorry?
many people play Valorant.
yeah
Yeah,
I,
except for
I've
that, I mostly play mobile games, mostly Call of Duty, because
yeah
it's easier to access. You always have your mobile on, just turn the game
Mm,
on, play, shut it down. And
yeah
there's
yeah.
no waiting, there's no loading. Arey yaar. Now I'll have to shut down every software in the background and then play. I
Yeah.
can't. So yeah, for taking a break, I think mobile games are pretty good. Other
Yeah.
than that, I finished a couple of games. I think I finished Mad Max, which is a pretty old game, but it works well in my system.
Yeah.
And also, I played Battlefield 5,
Okay.
which also
Yeah.
is compatible to my laptop. But of course, no ray tracing, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, very
Hey,
generic, very
man back. We revived him.
yeah, revived him.
Yeah, Swapne. You are
What?
Yeah, go on, go on,
the
go on.
Game Pass, the Stadia thing. Do you think that is the future?
Uh, for I think for single player games, yes. Multiplayer, I'm really not thinking it's the way to go. Single player, yes. I mean, if you have a good system, 60 FPS a single player game, which they say that you can stream it in 4K as well. So
Yeah.
4K 60 FPS is good. 1080p 60 FPS is good, but then I don't think multiplayer will be really good with 60 FPS. That's always an issue for a multiplayer game. Plus, yeah, latency issue which they haven't been able to solve yet. That's also like a big issue for a multiplayer game, for something like streaming.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But what do you guys prefer? Like individually, would you prefer having a your own works like a gaming console or a PC or a Mac, or would you prefer? Would you try a service like this?
Mm.
I feel it is interesting. I would definitely try it out. Yes, for single player game. Yes, yeah. I really can't visualize the entire process as of yet, so I don't think I can formulate my thoughts on it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But having the availability on any device that is there,
Yeah.
that kind of gives it an edge over the
Like you
others.
can play like NFS maybe like a big game on your phone through a browser.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. Just a good
Yes.
connection is enough. All right, Varun, any technologically things on E3 something?
Mm.
Any technological things that would make us feel dumb.
Oh no. Razer, the company Razer, which makes, gaming laptops and accessories, all
Yeah,
that, they are releasing a mask, which is very like it's going to cost 200, $300 or something like that. And it has, air filtration, it has an inbuilt mic, so whatever you say, like there's a speaker from which your voice will come out loud, and then it has a bunch of other things which like no
who
one
asked for
asked
it?
for.
RGB, no RGB.
Yeah, RGB. It has,
What?
of course, it has RGB lighting, green, and those green like lights and
Chroma
all that.
sync. My mask can sync with my mouse now.
Why? Like who
Like
asked for it? I want to
no
know that.
one. That's what.
No one, no one.
Wait, let me actually just quickly
Yeah, yeah,
show
sure.
you
Oh,
the.
there's also something called what? A breadwinner from Razer. I guess that's a troll, but it's a toaster which is made by Razer. Just
Yesterday or
type
day before
Razer.
yesterday, Microsoft also announced a mini fridge.
What?
I don't know if it's a joke or something.
I
What?
mean,
Like since
okay,
Xbox was trolled, like it looks like a mini fridge. They actually made it or something like that.
Okay.
Oh.
What's
I
happening
mean, I
in the
guess
world?
mini fridge still does make sense. I mean, because like I mean, the big streamers kind of have a mini fridge in their room,
Yes.
right?
Mostly Red
Even I
Bull,
guess
right?
PewDiePie has a mini fridge
G
in his
Fuel.
room, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
So
think
that
that's all
that
right. But
makes a bit more sense
have you guys seen
than a
those
toaster, obviously.
like a gaming chair which has everything?
A gaming chair.
Oh yeah.
Scorpion or something, right?
Okay. No audio.
Mm.
I mean, I muted it. Do you want? Is they are
Yeah,
just
you
saying
can.
something. Yeah. This is the mask.
Or can
Uh,
you like make it full screen?
okay.
Okay, so everyone
They
can
won't want
see.
Protects against droplets and splashes.
Music.
Its active
Kar de band.
ventilation
Mute.
brings
I think visuals are enough. So guys, this is what people are. Oh man, this is.
So I think this is an older trailer. What they like yesterday, they just revealed like when it's going to come out, and it's going to come out in November of this year. By the time like a lot of the big countries have like already, they would have vaccinated a lot of people,
Yeah.
so it would have. I
Yeah.
don't know who's going to buy it. No one's going to buy it.
I mean, it does look cool. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I
It
agree.
does.
Yes, I agree. It does look cool.
It does.
Okay, I think that's it.
So the as Varun said, if you can really change your voice, then I don't think anybody would not want to sound like Batman. Right.
I don't think it changes your voice. It's just like, when you're wearing a mask, so like people can't tell what you are trying to say or something.
But
like
dude,
your
come on,
volume
like,
becomes low, right?
but
Oh.
when you hear something out of a speaker, then your own voice,
Yeah,
it will be
that's
different, right? It will be little muffled kind of a thing.
Of
So
course.
Or
Yeah.
somebody can make a mod and you can sound like a anime girl or something.
oh man.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. I think from there, I think Sunny, we can start with your top games announcements. So you can
Yeah,
share your
it's not
screen.
my top game announcement. But everyone loves these games.
Yes, I'm sure everyone loves this. Hey, 2x lol says, "Hey Sunny boy." I know this guy. I think I'm banned him from my channel. All right, and guys, if you're this is the first by the time Sunny sets it up, it's the first gaming content we are doing on this channel. So if you enjoy it,
Yeah.
definitely let us know and we'll do more. And it is called Indian Geek Society, so we want to do more than just superheroes. So gaming is definitely something we want to do more in future. So let us know if you're watching the replay. Do hit the like button. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and do consider subscribing. And let's go.
Yeah, of course. Let's start with Battlefield 2042.
All right.
Can we?
Yes, I think that's the most like people are hyped about it.
Yeah.
So we are watching the trailer first.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer first.
Cool.
Or do we want to continue?
Can you
chat?
decrease the? No, it's all right. It's
Volume?
actually not the volume. Resolution. No, it's all right. It's all right. Let it play.
Okay.
Man, I have to say, man, the visuals have come so far. This is crazy. But this is not in game, right? This is not in game. Yeah. So.
No, I don't think so. It's in the game.
Trailer.
So they make it in the same engine, but
Yeah.
Yeah, this is CG trailer, higher text quality and assets.
Yeah.
There are maps from all around the world, if I'm not wrong. This is South Korea.
So it's basically set in future, right? It's in the name.
What?
It is set in the future, which is in the
Yeah,
name. Right?
2042, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. You can mute it and play it, and we can
sure.
talk about the game. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think I was looking at someone's video which actually pointed out that this map is actually based in India.
Based on?
India, I think. he said.
Oh, really? Or did we lose one
this
more
particular
man?
one?
You can see brown dusty colors.
So India.
Okay. No railroads? Come on, man.
Sunny,
On
can
that
you?
station, no?
There is
Like
no
I-
Taj Mahal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Guru, you were saying something.
Can you decrease the quality? I think it's lagging a bit for me.
All right, I'll do that. I'll make it 480.
No, not that quality.
I think it's
on Discord. On Discord.
On Discord.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I'll try to fix it.
Yeah. So, do we know when it's coming out?
It says coming soon, I think.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah,
like in Battlefield we have like Battlefield World War something came out, right? Recently, or 5
Yeah,
or
World War
something.
1 and 2 were done, I think.
No, recently, the latest one before this.
That
Yeah,
was
it was Battlefield 1.
yeah,
I think I saw PewDiePie play it.
Not one.
5.
The
It
latest
And
was
it
one is
was
5.
out,
Yeah.
like, you could play the demo in the free, right? The alpha, beta thing, kind of.
yeah. So I think what Battlefield? Hmm.
I think 5 ka beta was free to play. Yeah, demo was free to play.
Yes.
One mission, just one mission.
Okay.
I guess they did the similar thing with Battlefield 1 as well, but I'm not very sure.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
Aditya in the
Just
chat
the
says,
post campaign is free. It's like
yeah. Aditya in the chat says the container map is based on India located in Chennai. That's pretty interesting. I'm to
Yes.
see that.
is it?
Sunny, take us there. I would like to see some Chennai.
Yeah. Guys, I can't seem to fix that problem. Let's see if it is still working. Is it still lagging?
No, it's all right.
So yeah. Okay, so this is
So
the
first,
content.
I thought the enemy is kind of a like zombie kind of a thing because they are so fast than these people.
Hmm.
This is cool, man. Like so, like you can play this. It's like a single mission kind of a thing, or it's like different
It's
maps
a
you can
big
play.
multiplayer map in which you can play as you play as soldiers, but you can also find these cars and these
Oh,
tanks and all
okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
This is a battle royale, right?
Yeah,
So
but
I
I think
think,
this
yeah.
is the battle royale.
So I guess I've heard this about Battlefield only. It's like they've made a system where they can fit in more people into one match. I guess the number is 128. I'm not sure, but I guess 128 people can be dropped in one single match, and then they have to basic battle royale stuff. Not basic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. Like
Yeah,
there's
they
a
have
lot of chaos
helicopters.
here. Yeah, and grappling hook. Yeah, there's grappling hook.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's one more game which came out with the grappling. I'm not sure. There's one more game.
This is unfair,
There's
man.
released in
Helicopter
E3.
versus people. Okay, I like this physics. It's interesting. I thought it would blow up, just for the cinematic
Yeah.
purpose, but I like it. Okay, I've seen
Yeah,
this
this-
scene. I like this is too much, man. But I like it. It's very fun.
But yeah, this was actually achieved by someone. It is called Randy Zook or something.
Oh,
This
really?
was done by some player in the previous Battlefield games.
How is it? Trick
Oh,
shot.
Yep.
eh?
Yeah,
oh,
it
in
was
a
trick shot.
game. Okay, I thought in reality someone did it.
No, in the game, dude. Like, would you be?
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is nice, man. But that's cool. That's cool. They added it.
Hmm. Nice.
So, what do you guys
Yeah,
think? Of course, the
visually
trailer
it
is
looks
always
good.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trailers are
But
always.
like, yeah, see these sort of trailers, they just want to give you like a feel of what the gameplay would feel like the amount of chaos and just things that are happening at the same moment. And I think like that it conveys that like when you are playing an actual match,
Yeah.
it often feels like this. Like there's just a lot happening. You are just trying to survive somehow. So that's
Yeah.
basically like what they are showing. And oh, what's that? Then an auto.
It's a
futuristic
tuk-tuk.
auto.
I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
So when I saw
Oh,
this
is that a
storm and
rickshaw?
all, I thought something like alien kind of stuff is happening, and both the
Hmm.
sides have to come and together and save it. But is it just a tornado part of the game or something big?
I think it might be just part of
It may be like typical battle royals have this circle, right, which is
Yeah.
closing. So the
Oh.
storm might be that.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Hmm.
I like
Yeah.
this logo.
Yeah, I really like the title animation.
Mhm.
I think Aditya says multiplayer map, but this time story mode will be less. Okay.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, that's
everyone is like shifting out of story modes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get excited too much because like I love mainly story mode. Like even in Battlefield and Call of Duty, like all these multiplayer games. So first of all, like these games are very expensive. Like they really need to do something about the pricing. They cannot just like every year they keep adding $5 to their price. Right now, I think this Battlefield 2042 it costs like $59 or something for the base version.
Okay.
And Of course, it's in dollars only because I don't think it's available on their own store. It's not on like Steam or something.
Yeah.
And then like if you buy more stuff, it costs 69.79 like that. So that's too expensive. And then you release a new game in 2 years also. It's not like this same game will go on for like a long
Yeah.
time. So
So
I think,
this, Battlefield is also not part of Xbox Game Pass. So
Okay.
mm,
you have to pay to them directly. It's like that. So that
yeah.
thing I was speaking with Gosikandar that so I personally feel that the battle royale aspect of the game, okay,
Yeah.
so that should be free. You
Mm,
can ask payment for the campaign, yes, because
yeah.
I personally feel that campaign there's more work which goes into a campaign than a battle royale. So I think that way, if you keep the battle royale aspect free, so that I think it helps the game that if it's free, more people will play it, and the more people play it, the more people will feel like buying it, right?
Yeah.
So I think that should have been done since COD also has Warzone free, right?
Yeah.
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 And then they have that free, and you
Mm,
can pay a price for the other things, right? Campaign and
Yeah, in-game
that
skins, etc., are also
true.
a way to
So
make money, right?
Yeah.
yeah, so I feel they can charge. They could have charged for the campaign, but kept the battle royale free is what I think personally.
Yeah. That's interesting. But
yeah.
is do you think this with Fortnite, PUBG? I think PUBG is free. No, right?
No,
No,
PC
no, no,
version
it's
is
not.
not.
PC or
No,
not?
no.
But do you
Yeah,
think
PC version is not.
that thing happening everywhere?
What thing?
What thing?
The no, not that thing. I mean, the freemium, not freemium. I think Fortnite is free almost, except if you want to buy
Mm,
something. But the gameplay is all free. So do you think other
Yeah.
people should try it out, like a
yeah.
Battlefield or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Of
mean,
course.
obviously, that just gives you a wider player base, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If it's free, you can have a lot of players even in a country like India, right?
yeah,
Whereas if Battlefield, अभी अपन चार लोग में से ही Battlefield किसने खरीद के खेला है, right?
yeah, yeah,
So basically, it's like that, right?
yeah,
फ्री
Yes.
रहेगा
Supplier
तो सब
Varun
लोग
tha.
खेलेंगे.
मेरा supplier Varun tha, I'll be very honest. Sorry, Varun.
Supply. Oh yeah, क्लास में एक होता है, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Just a backstory, guys. Not backstory, just in additional information. We all, I think we three of us are seniors and Swapna is a junior from college.
But we used to share the same class,
Yeah. So that was fun.
like this. Yeah.
I don't know if Yusuf sir is watching. Thanks to him.
Thank you, sir, if you're
that
watching it.
happened. All right, Sunny. I think you have to leave now.
Yes, I do have to. Thank you, guys.
And
Thank you, Guru, for having me,
no
and
worries,
thank
man. No,
you,
always, and hopefully we'll see
Swapne
you
and
more
Varun.
for the more gaming content
Yes,
we'll be
of
making
course,
on the
of
channel.
course.
Yeah,
I
man.
would
See you.
love to be a part of it.
Bye. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
That's fun. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, all right. So, who wants to go next?
Varun?
Eh,
Varun? Now, Varun can, I think, cover Avatar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's go, Varun.
this game, like they had announced it a couple years back. It had yeah, they are making it on their own Ubisoft's own engine called Snowdrop engine,
Yeah.
which is like a very advanced game engine that they have made, and yeah, it is also like you can count it a bit in tech also, and I think yeah, Avatar like. Overall everyone is trying to push that franchise ahead, like we are already getting multiple sequels, and then this game will also come out in I think 2023 maybe. So
Yeah.
like in that year we'll get like a lot of Avatar content, and I think yeah, the trailer looks like it looks good. uh, we don't get a sense of what the gameplay exactly is because it's
Yeah.
again like a sort of cinematic trailer. We get a lot of good shots, but
Yeah.
yeah, we can like it will be an open world sort of game. Uh, and
So
you
if
can.
the
They're just
movies are
trying
not
to
coming
show.
out basically, so play the game.
No, the movies are coming out. Movies are coming out in 2022 and 2023 and 2024. Like there are 3, 4 sequels which have been shot together, and now I think the VFX is going on, and they'll just keep releasing every year one film.
Yeah,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Have a look at the
Oh
trailer?
yeah,
And by the
yeah.
time, guys,
Let's have a
again,
look.
if you're finding value, like, share, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the chat, and we have a lot of things to cover. So
Mm.
stick around.
All right. I'm again muting it because
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. All right.
Is it playing smoothly?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
वॉल्यूम बढ़ा दे थोड़ा सा बस
I
थोड़ा
think
सा.
yeah. So you can say I think the game
Yeah.
will be in first person. Right now they
Okay.
are showing like in first person, and
So they are continuing
yeah, you
with
can.
the movie storyline, or is it just them, like their species and
No
everything?
idea about that. I think it's an original storyline. The
Yeah.
thing with Avatar has always been that they made a very detailed and very rich world, and now they have like no idea what stories to tell in that world.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean they are telling original stories, of course. It's nothing related to the movies. I think the movies will be separate. This will be separate, but I think it's all sort of set in the same world or something like that.
Okay. So I think Sunny was saying, he was not impressed with the designs, the character designs and
Hmm.
all. Looks very basic. What do you guys think?
Hmm.
Uh,
I think, yeah, I mean, they are
I
okay,
feel
I guess. Yeah.
I feel it matches the theme and all right. Matlab,
Yeah.
it's basically one to one with the movie. I feel,
Yeah.
except the world. I feel. I mean, I am guessing since it's Ubisoft, the world will be quite
Yeah.
a bit massive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So yeah.
no, I think everything else is just one to one with the movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So can we think it will be like kind of a Hellblazer, was it, or what?
Hellblade.
Hellblade. No.
So the one where you can hear what the characters, schizophrenic personalities are saying and all.
No.
Is
I
that the
think
game you're
Varun,
talking
I
about?
played it at your house. With this the girl with the arrow, and there are creatures around.
That's Horizon.
Oh, Horizon, yeah.
Horizon,
Horizon
yeah,
Zero
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an
Yeah.
open world, but there's also
Okay, okay,
story
okay.
mode, right?
Yes, yes.
Sorry guys, I'm a
Yeah,
noob.
oh, so this does look kind
Yes,
of
yes,
similar to it.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that game is also getting a sequel, and that sequel
True.
looks much better.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think one question that comes up is that they are showing all these creatures, and like, why haven't we seen these creatures before in the first film that came out? Like,
Yeah.
that this is something that happens with like these sort of original worlds often, that you'll introduce new things, but you don't. There's no like as such logic for why they have gotten introduced
Yeah.
previously. So yeah, like there's that. But
Okay.
I think other than that, it looks fine.
Don't
Yeah.
close now. Continue with your other
Oh,
choices.
yeah.
I
Ellen.
think
So
with
yeah.
Avatar, so I think I guess the story will be better than the movie because
Dude, I don't even
so in the
remember
movie
the
the story was
story.
like very very basic. Okay, the story in the movie, right? It was basically the director flexing his technology, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The story was really not, So uh, today, right? You cannot you cannot go to anyone, even if someone is a fan of that movie. You cannot
Yeah.
go to them and ask that. Tell me which was the most impactful dialogue in it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I don't even remember the plot.
Yeah.
Just the world and
Yeah.
the creatures, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. So let's move on, Varun. Wanna go to Marvel or something else do you have
No,
in
I
store?
think Elden Ring. We can just talk about Elden
Yeah,
Ring.
sure.
So up there to talk
I've
about
not
it.
seen the trailer, so we can have a look.
Hmm.
All right. थोड़ा म्यूजिक दे दे यार. Yeah, थोड़ा सा.
I don't think there's like song or anything.
So Elder Rings we have Elder Rings, right, in the past?
No,
No.
new
This
friend.
is a completely new thing.
Okay. Oh,
So,
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki,
yeah.
George R. Martin.
Whoa.
It's not that Miyazaki. It's
Whoa.
not that. It's
No, but
other
George
Miyazaki.
R. R. Martin, come
Not
on.
the Studio Ghibli wala nahi.
Yeah, I got it.
That's
I'm
a
not
different Miyazaki. This one is from Form Software.
Yeah, but George R. R. Martin is, come on. So
Yeah,
this is
So
interesting.
it's I think that's the main pull behind
Yeah.
this game, and
So
of
he-
course it's a fan.
The Tarnished.
Yeah.
that guy is doing
From
everything
Form
except
Software, I am
completing
playing
Game
it,
of Thrones,
basically.
right?
Guided by grace.
I think
Whoa.
the story is complete in this as well.
Yeah. So is this based on something or is just something new?
No, it's
To
an
its core.
original thing there.
Yeah,
Okay.
original creation from scratch.
So Netflix will be buying its rights.
Or HBO.
Yeah, HBO. Yeah. Oh, looks nice. The world looks nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame
Kind of a Witcher vibe.
of ambition.
How it-
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
So is this the gameplay?
They will fight,
Yeah,
and they will
brief
Oh, okay,
look.
the combat was the gameplay. Yes.
Yeah. So we're cutting back and forth, right?
curse.
Cinematic and
Yeah.
fight, cool checkpoint.
Whoa, nice. Did he caught that like a lightning?
Yeah.
To be born.
Whoa.
A lowly tarnished,
So I think they're going for that
playing as a lord.
little over the top style, like stylized way of animation and everything.
So this is like the staple for any Form Software game.
Yeah.
So like the characters and the creatures which are to be focused are they look very sharp,
Yeah.
and the rest of the environment is kind of a tough option.
Okay. Whoa.
Brandish the Elden Ring.
Definitely looks epic.
For all of us.
All right. So coming soon, right? No, we got a
No, they
date.
gave up.
Wow.
Yeah, they
But I
gave
think it looks like they're it's almost done
Yeah.
with the gameplay and
Yes,
everything. Yeah, so I'll be waiting for the Netflix show. I just pissed off some
There'll be
people.
a reaction for that as well.
Yes,
subscribe
so
for that.
subscribe. Yes, nice one. You're learning. Yes, man, looks interesting. What do you guys think?
So I feel this is kind of close to what story-wise. I'm saying, not aesthetic-wise. That's close to what Lord of the Rings is.
Okay.
I mean, still we don't have much information about this, but from what we know,
Yeah.
we can see one of the words from Lord of the Rings in the title.
Yeah.
And other than that, in the trailer, they have also shown this illuminated tree, right?
Yeah.
So that's also a part of Lord of the Rings universe, not from the trilogy. It's from before the time of the trilogy. There's something called a Silmarillion. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's kind of a prequel to all the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So there they have these two trees, which were the life force, and then which were destroyed, and then that forms these jewels, which have the last light of the tree, which are then called the Silmarils.
Yeah.
So, and then the power from that is kind of harnessed, and then there are beings, and then there's the ring, made by
Yeah.
Sauron, obviously. So I feel this is kind of like that. Also, the tarnished, we play as the tarnished in this game. So
Okay.
that's like
Full stream करना है क्या?
something.
Yeah,
That's
continue,
something
continue.
like in between, dead and alive. It's not completely dead, but not completely alive. If any of you have played Shadow of Mordor, so there's this entity called not entity. I mean, he's an elf. He's named Celebrimbor. Okay,
Okay.
so he is basically that a wraith. He's not living, not dead, but he can communicate with the character and all. So I feel it's quite close to what Lord of the Rings is. So I mean, which is also one of the major factor why I am very interested in this game.
Yeah. I think with the names associated, I'm pretty excited for the story. So you guys can play game, and I'll sit side by you and watch the story as always. But I think the date is out. It's coming on every console and PC. Is the price
Yeah.
out? Like, what are they?
No.
No yet.
It's
So
50, 60 something.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I think it'll be similar to what Sekiro was. Sekiro was like what 4,000, right? Or 3,500.
Yeah.
INR, I'm speaking Indian rupees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So which is what, $60?
yeah.
Yeah.
$4,000.
What? $60.
Rupees, 3,500 rupees
Okay.
and around
Yeah.
$50, $60 something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the standard price.
Standard price, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely
Yeah,
looks interesting. I remember going to IGX and watching that For Honor trailer on that big screen. They had, and I think that I really love that the realistic animation, and they end the trailer with that he puts his sword, the handle of the sword, and kills that guy. So I was talking about the animation and style. It looks little over the top kind of a thing, and I kind of prefer For Honor. But who cares what I think? I'm not gonna play it, so you guys can let me know what you think about that. Does it matter really to you guys how the animation plays out?
No, I mean, I think. Wait, what did you say?
The animation, right? It's a little over the top. It's it's fantasy. It makes sense, right? How he kills people, he throws him on top, and then it stabs him with his sword. So
I mean, that's what people want to do in games like this. That's
Yeah.
what they want to do, They
Yeah.
want to fight with someone who is like 3 times their own size, and they want to, use magic and attack and throw them around and all that. Like, that's what.
yeah,
Slaying the
yeah.
dragon
yeah,
Yeah.
from Monomyth.
yeah. All right, looks interesting. Let's move to the next one. What do we have
Okay.
next?
I think we have Guardians of the Galaxy. So the trailer
Yeah.
is,
Yeah,
I
when
think,
that guy was saying superhero wale batao.
Yeah,
This is
Aditya, are you there? We are into Guardians. Man, I have to say, man, like, can you pause it? Before we get into the trailer, I just want to say that they created an IP from nothing. Literally, no one knew about these characters, no one cared about these characters. And out of nowhere, we have third
Yeah.
movie coming in. We will have a holiday special. We have a game now. And what happened with the Avengers game? I heard some people were not happy with it, and
It
how's
is
it?
still like it is a multiplayer sort of game. Like it is a co-op game. You can play it alone or you can play it with your friends. So you and your friends can pick any character and play as that. And they are still like releasing content for it. I would say it's getting better.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it initially launched, it also had some bugs and all that, but those things were still minor. I think the main problem was that it was becoming very repetitive. They had very less content. So what that game has is that it has like one story mode sort of thing, and then it has like a lot of these open sort of not open world, but like these open maps sort of thing where you and your friend can play together and fight against different enemies and all that. But that was getting very repetitive. There were like just 3 4 maps and people got tired of playing in
Yeah.
just that like in 2 weeks. So of course it needed more content, so they are releasing more content for free, which is a good thing. And they
Okay.
are releasing more characters. And so as they're releasing new characters, they're also releasing one story mode for that character and one like one or some maps, open maps for that multiplayer maps. So I think the last character that they released two from, like they released Hawkeye and the the girl who's Hawkeye's junior. I
Uh,
forgot.
come on, dude, you're
Uh,
getting a show.
so
Uh, with Kate Bishop.
yeah, Kate Bishop. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they released these two characters. Now I think Black Panther is going to be the next, and that trailer had come out. So that was like it looked cool, and I think yeah, like people complained a bit about the character design because we are so used to seeing them
Yeah.
in the movies,
I was not
and
happy.
in this they look different. So
Yeah.
I think that's still like because that's just one skin. Like in the game, they have multiple skin which you can unlock, so you can just change it. And I think they're bringing in MCU skins also, which is cool. I think for Black Widow, they already like got a skin which looks a bit like Scarlett Johansson and is that in that white costume from the movie. So I think they are going to do that for like all the characters. Like they'll bring in a skin which looks more like the MCU version.
Yeah.
So there's that, but yeah, that game is slowly improving. And like in maybe 1-2 years, it will have a lot of content, and then like if you jump in at that point, you'll like have a lot of things
But
to do.
it's like a constantly growing game, not like, one
Yeah.
Avengers and then 2 years later Avengers 2 is coming out. Not like that, right?
No. I think it will like go on for at least till 2023, and then they'll announce a second part or something.
All right. So Apne was
So
gonna say
like,
something.
should we say that we should be excited, or should we tell them that don't give me hope?
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch the trailer.
Hmm. There's a song going on, so I've muted it.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, even in this, of course, the characters look different.
Yeah.
But this is going to be like an entirely single player game, and it's coming out this year.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it's coming out in October or something. So like it is almost done, I think. And yeah, you can play as Star-Lord. I think you can play only as Star-Lord. It's not like
Oh.
there are not other characters. But yeah.
Okay. I like the designs. Looks cool.
Yeah, it looks a bit like the MCU ones, but
The animation is
with,
janky.
more-
It's like what's that website? Miximo.
yeah,
Mix ammo.
Mixamo, yeah.
Hmm.
I like the style. It looks funky and
So actually, they also released a gameplay trailer. I don't know if I should, show this because we can't hear anything that they are saying.
What?
I think
Yeah, this is the
rather than
gameplay, right?
watching the gameplay, this is like the world premiere trailer something.
Yeah.
So this is like 2 minutes 30 seconds long. There's this one that's already playing.
Yeah, we can see the gameplay.
Yeah. So this is like the actual gameplay.
So it's like a third person perspective, right?
Yeah.
Or is the green guy what, Drax?
Yeah.
We
Looks.
should have gone.
He looks like a squirrel or someone.
It would be wary rodent.
When I survived freaking Half-World, I think I'm scared of some little...
Does it have any connection with she looked like the agent who's always with
Shoot first, questions later.
Nick Fury.
This one hurts.
Oh.
Because of the hair.
Yeah, I think she looks like that.
Boys enjoying this way too much. This is the local fauna. It's about to be an endangered
Oh,
species.
nice. I like this. The chattering is going on, between them.
Oh, you rocket. Time to
Yeah.
go.
Do you think they'll add? You can play like other characters also.
Experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie. Should we ask them for directions?
I don't know. I think like in this specifically said that you can
Mute kar
play
de.
as
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress.
Yeah, it would be cool
But
if we can
statues
just,
suggest civilization,
stand
and the
still
only
as
cell-
Drax and disappear.
Yeah. That'll be cool. Cool power to have.
Yeah.
And it looks nice. I think only thing I would say animation, but it's all right. Nothing, not like a deal breaker. So it's coming out next year or this
True,
year.
true.
This year only.
Yeah. So does MCU or Kevin Feige has any like anything to do with the
I don't
games?
think so.
But
No,
it
no.
comes under Disney, right?
Yeah.
So it's by the same studio who does Spider-Man.
No, I don't think this is no the Marvel games is not under Disney. This is being made by Square Enix. So it is like different
But they're
company.
using
The
their IP,
Avengers one
right?
was also made by Square Enix, right?
Yeah, they also made the Avengers game.
But isn't the IP with Disney?
I don't think so. Because yeah, that's why you can have, like blood and all that violence in the games.
This is interesting.
Seriously.
Hmm.
I thought Disney owns the rights, so
Wait, is it the same thing again? Okay.
but I
I'm
think
just going ahead.
but this is very weird, right? Like it's totally opposite what happens in the movies, that the Sony games are way better. Maybe these guys are new, and Disney is not handling it, but I'm sure
I
the
think-
Sony games are way ahead.
I mean, I
Mhm.
feel this one looks, I don't know. There's something about this game which looks, really basic. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know what it
I
is,
think
but
the
it just looks.
shooting and all that.
Yeah, I think it looks very uninteresting. I feel.
Yeah,
I think the Avengers one at least looked better.
yeah. I think
I cannot.
it works also
Yeah,
on,
go
we all know the Avengers, and will be like to play, and the story mode is like Captain America is missing and Iron Man is in jail or something like that. So it's
Yeah,
pretty,
no, but that's. I don't think that's the issue. See, if when we were watching Elden Ring, right?
Yeah.
Elden Ring ka trailer. So you, Guru Sikandar, you don't know much about Form Software games, right?
yeah,
But then it still looked interesting, right? You were
Yeah.
like, okay, this कुछ तो चल रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा, लेकिन everything is looking quite intriguing.
yeah.
So there's nothing like that in this. I don't know what exactly, but I cannot pinpoint it. But it just doesn't look interesting.
I think a lot is in the animation. It just looks so basic. It feels like I've seen
Maybe.
some of it on Mixamo. It's just how it's very typical of CG characters standing in games. The poses they make. There's no character to their poses. It's very just standing with the hands down. The gravity is working. That's it. See both Drax and what's a Gamora standing. Same pose.
I guess so. The overall quality is kind of low because I don't see any subsurface scattering on the skin as well.
Yeah. Both of it, we went very advanced. I don't mind that, but yeah, I think anything.
The floor also lacks quite a bit of detail, I feel. I mean,
Yeah, I think overall, like the graphic.
the detail is missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, see, this looks so uninteresting, right? The moment it cuts to the gameplay, right? This looks so uninteresting.
Yeah.
It doesn't look interesting to me at all.
Yeah.
All right. The colors are definitely popping more than the films, but okay, that didn't impress me. Anything else you want to add on the game?
Not really.
Okay, let's move on. Can we go to Age of Empires? I'm pretty excited for that one. That's the one game I play, guys. Age of Empires 3. I think Swapne was there, right? But he slept early. So whenever our exams got over, we did this night out. So all night we used to play Age of Empires. That was pretty fun. All right.
Yeah, this trailer was good. It has like real places from like around the world.
Okay.
Do you want me to unmute? Let's
Yeah,
use it.
unmute. It's all right.
Go across time, turning land into kingdoms and mortals into legends. If history was in your hands, what What would you build?
So have they added some more elements to the game, or is it the same?
How would you fight?
I mean, it's not the same. Of course, they add a lot of things.
Where would you
There
go?
are a lot of different buildings and different ways you can.
Yeah.
What will you be
expand your
remembered for?
I think one thing that happened to me, right, that at one point, right, it just becomes repetitive, right? You're just building things, they all age, and then you just build the army and then fight, right? Maybe that's
Yeah, I think,
multiplayer basically.
No, not only that, but I think they might have also added a lot of what do you say, like variety in sort of encounters you get.
Yeah,
So yeah, just to keep things not that repetitive.
yeah. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I think I know. So I guess it was a conscious decision to not go very super high detailed assets with this as well. So I think they could have easily gone with a visual fidelity like of something like Anno. Anno does anybody know about Anno, right?
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
Ubisoft game. So that game, if you see, that has much more detailed view, right? So the whatever elements are there, they are quite detailed.
yeah,
Even though the camera angle is the same as Age of Empires, the detail is quite high on that game.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I think here they have kept the detail low so as to capture that nostalgia feeling maybe. I mean,
yeah,
obviously the models are high quality, better than the previous ones, but then the texturing is kind of a bit low detailed.
yeah.
I feel.
I think
Okay.
it's a stylized sort of thing that
True,
they
true.
have
That's
gone
what.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conscious decision, yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Like especially in this trailer, you can see that.
Do we have a date? Oh, Delhi Sultanate. Okay.
Mm.
Do we have a date, release date?
I don't think so. Wait,
Because it
what's that?
has been in like, I think third one came out in 2004 or something,
Okay.
right?
Oh, October. So
Oh,
yeah,
October
this
28th.
is also
Nice.
in
I think the third one came out in 2004 kind of a thing, right? Some
Yeah.
like very back. So
Yeah.
do we have a price? If it's
No.
it's reasonable, I would like to buy and play with all of you.
I mean, we
think
can
it's
But
get Game Pass, right?
oh
We can plan and get Game
yeah,
Pass, and then
yeah,
that's
in
Right.
that month
yeah.
specifically.
So how does
Yeah.
Game Pass works?
It is
And-
like your Netflix or something subscription that as long as you are paying for that, they have a store with like a lot of games. You can play those games as much as you want, and new
Yeah.
games keep coming in.
So you have to like
And,
install, right? Install
yeah.
the games and on your
Yeah,
system
yeah,
and
of
yeah.
course,
All right.
of course. I mean, that's just like it's just like Steam or Epic Games or anything, but you are paying for that membership, so you can just play anything that they have
Yeah.
on the.
yeah,
So
as
I
long
think-
as you are subscribed, right?
Yeah. So I think we should definitely, when it's out, let the bugs go away, and then we all can plan, and maybe we'll stream it, guys. So do subscribe for that. And if you want to join us, you can join us and we can play together. All right, let's
Oh, yeah.
move to the next one.
Or did any of you guys have tried Age of Mythology?
No,
I think I have played.
that's the mobile
And
game,
personally,
right?
I feel Age of Mythology, I found it quite a bit more entertaining than Age of Empires. That's personal thought,
Okay.
because I am also a lot into mythology and
Yeah.
those gods and creatures and all. So I found it quite interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
It
the
has, I
Titan
think, the
thing.
Greek gods and all that,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Those-
You can build a Titan, and then that Titan can just go
Hmm.
Okay.
wreck
Interesting.
somebody in like minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. That's cool. All right. What's this now?
12 minutes.
Okay, let's
Or
go.
wait.
This is some I'm really looking forward to. So I own Hot, Super Hot, and Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
and I think I'm into those kind of games. Oh, Annapurna.
So,
Nice.
how was your day?
Oh, you know.
I have something to share.
They got James
McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, William Dafoe.
What's going on? Shut up! You know what this is.
So yeah.
I mean, all this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience. What?
This is also this is coming out in August.
I love you.
Interesting, man.
Nice.
This is very
This a lot
interesting.
too, but back at you.
Yeah. So
I think
I
even
think this was like a very short teaser, but yeah, I think.
So what's the
yeah.
plot here?
So there are like you play as that. It's always in that top view sort of, and you can always see like your apartment, and you play as this person who comes in, and then I think there's a 12-minute game like loop happening all the time. So like in that 12-minute, you have to like save your wife or someone, because in each time that guy there's a third guy who comes in and tries to like kill both of you or kill one of you or something like that, and each time. So yeah, there are a lot of multiple different endings, and I think the good ending is that like you have to survive. But yeah, there are like a lot of endings, and you are just trying to evade that person, and each time 12 minutes pass, you again start the time loop. So it's like that.
that's very interesting, man. I had
So
some.
I mean, it started as a game made by just one person, but eventually I think Annapurna Interactive, I think the guy must have pitched it to them. So it they are publishing it, and of course with that budget, they were able to hire like film actors for voice acting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting, and I think this game also like it debuted at a film festival somewhere there in New York. So yeah, because it has like film actors and voice acting and all that. So yeah, there's that also. But yeah,
So it has basically multiple endings, right?
yeah, a lot of different endings.
Yeah, and that's super interesting.
Yeah, that's always interesting, right?
Yeah.
Multiple endings.
Nice, man. It's coming out in October, right?
Yeah.
I think
August.
it should- August. So you should definitely check this out. man.
Yeah. 19th August, I think. Yeah.
Okay. This is I have a lot of stories I have written down. Similar concept. There is a time loop and all, but this looks very interesting. Okay. Let's move on.
What's the next game? Swapne?
Oh, it's Swapne's time.
Oh.
All right. All
I
right.
mean, I guess Varun can.
Yeah, I can like.
कोई अगर तू ही कर लेगा तो भी सही है.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Type in Stalker 2.
Okay. Can you give us some information about the Stalker series? Or should we watch the trailer first?
I guess we should watch the trailer first, because personally I haven't played the first one, the first Stalker, but then I am very interested in this game because this gives me a lot of Metro vibe, the Metro trilogy vibe.
Okay.
So, and I just love that, the entire 3 games. I love those games. So, Metro was inspired by Stalker 1. So, yeah, so this is
that's the connection.
All the 3. Yeah. So this is coming out after all the 3 Metro games.
Yeah.
This is not by the same scale, but then yeah, this does definitely have the Metro vibe.
Okay. So it's like single player?
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю.
What language is it?
Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
I could have guessed it. Wait, what?
Yeah, so there are anomalies and all.
Oh.
So basically, if you played, Metro, I really encourage everybody to play the Metro series, because it's very, very interesting. And this is very close to it.
So is it a
You can't do it.
supernatural
For this
thing or?
game, you
Вот
can.
ты говоришь,
Yeah,
а
there's,
я прям
so
вижу
there's,
красоту эту.
if I'm not wrong,
Не
so
первый
there's
год в
this
зоне, вроде примелькалось
nuclear
уже. А каждый
explosion,
день
which is
удивляет.
why everything about the
Зона
surface gets
надоесть не может.
radiated, and then there are creatures forming like that.
Okay.
Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
Узнаешь мотив?
The environment looks good.
Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь. У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам к ученым? Профессура!
So it's a like it's a game from Russia or the developers from Russia?
I'm not sure. Who is the developer?
ये म्यूट क्यों हो गया? Swapne mute I think. हाँ, I can sense. Yeah, is it a Russian game or something or made in US?
Let me check the developers.
Okay.
I think the Metro series was at least like it was made in
GSC Game World. This is a Ukrainian video
Oh,
game developer.
okay.
Yeah,
Makes
makes
sense.
Like
Yeah.
it's set in Chernobyl, right? So
Yeah.
Он этого не заслужил.
Looks like Mads Mikkelsen.
Мне тоже.
Hey, what happened to that Death Stranding game?
Смерти.
it came out, no? It came
How
out
was
in
it?
2019. My favorite game.
Oh, you played
I
it?
think 2019. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Я не отдам ее никому.
I heard that second one is coming. 2.
Новую жизнь. Жизнь,
Not anytime soon. I
So
don't
was
think so.
someone made a fool of me? I think there was a thumbnail Death Stranding 2 and there was a big person lying there with small humans around him.
Maybe.
But it's not obviously not anytime soon, as Varun said. Because Kojima.
This is a nice way of
Похоже, пора.
cutting the trailer.
Куда ты теперь?
В Припять.
True.
Нужно с ним поговорить.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
Okay. So the Heart of Somerville. Whoa. 2022
Next year.
pre-order now. So it's
Play
Xbox.
it day one with Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
This is good, man. I like the Xbox Game Pass now. So I can play it on PC also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Windows 10.
Nice. This was nice. This was nice. Anything else you want to add it? So is this supernatural stuff or is just abnormal stuff happening because of the
Yeah,
nuclear?
mainly like supernatural sort of because of radiation and all that.
Yeah, basically
there are
the
also human enemies, I think.
Yeah.
so the plot in Metro was because this part of Russia, Moscow, was nuked, so which is why all the surface creatures are now mutated, and the humans which survived,
Yeah.
all of them went underground into the metro lining. Okay, so the underground metro lines which are under the city, so everybody moved there, and the humans started their community there, and there are multiple communities, so there's also a lot of politics involved in the game, and then
That's
you
nice.
obviously as the main character have to go out and fight the creatures. So one of the things which Metro captures really good is when you're out fighting this creature, you really feel alone. Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean you literally get shivers. So that, and when you're inside, okay, basically in the metro station, you feel very warm. Okay,
Yeah.
so like there's warm lighting everywhere. People are talking. They're talking to you whenever you are just walking around, and it's just very cozy feeling when you're inside. So the contrast is done very well,
Yeah.
and the what we can say, whenever it's night, so the darkness is done like extremely good. I don't think any game has done darkness that well,
Yeah.
I feel. So that's also a major factor into the overall creepiness and the jump scares.
Yeah.
So that's so this one looks pretty close to it. I don't think there's an underground civilization, human civilization, like in
Yeah.
Metro, but there's obviously the mutated creatures there.
Yeah. This is an interesting
Hmm.
idea. So when is the movie coming?
So the Metro series, they were actually based on a novel. Okay, so there was this indie novelist who wrote all the three books,
Yeah.
basically the entire one-to-one story, and then so I guess the first two were written, or just the one was written first, and then the studio picked that story up. They brought in the writer as well, and then
Yeah.
after the first game was released, and that worked really well. After that, I guess the writer itself wrote the story keeping the gameplay in mind as well. So
Interesting.
I feel that was the case, and the look and feel of the game was taken from the original Stalker. Okay, for the Metro, the look and feel was taken from original Stalker, and the narrative was taken from the novel Metro.
Yeah. This is interesting, man. There was also this game
Hmm.
called Division 2, right?
Yeah.
That has
Yes.
nothing to do here.
Yeah,
I
no.
just,
No,
thought of
that's
that game.
obvious. Yeah.
Because I think that also has, it's Tom Clancy's, right? So it's like a novel
Yeah.
based
Yeah,
out
Tom
of,
Clancy's.
yeah. Yeah. I have good knowledge, man. I'm not bad. I'm not noob. All right. Let's go next.
Hmm.
And anyone wants to add
Next.
something? Hey, Tanmay is here. Wrong video, dude. No DC game, man. Maybe Suicide Squad game when it comes out, trailer or something, we'll do it. Superman is evil in that. You may like it.
I think one of the trailers is out for
Yeah,
what,
one.
Arkham Origin is that name?
No, that's an old game, no?
Oh yeah,
Arkham
not
Origin.
Arkham Origin. This is the new trailer. But I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't catch my eye, so I don't know.
All right. So what's next? Far Cry?
Yeah.
Let's
Wait a
see.
second. वरुण तेरा वाला देखा था तब तक?
Okay. I guess. Yeah, I think this is again another indie game. I've opened up the Steam page only because it has a demo out, but
Wait.
yeah, it looks very pretty. It looks like a comic book. It's sort
Oh,
of an open
nice.
world game, and
2D open
yeah,
world.
you can, yeah, not
How do you
2D.
do
It
2D
is.
open world? Oh, 3D, yeah.
It is
Oh,
not
it's
2D.
not
It is
2D.
The
3D.
shaders are 2D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cell shade graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Song. There's a song.
You unmute it. I have the option to change the volume. I'll do it. That looks very familiar. This is inspired from Star Wars kind of thing.
I guess a bit.
And you know
Like
what
it's.
this looks like? This looks like Destiny, but cell shaded.
Ah,
Mm,
yeah. Wait. No, I think I'm thinking of Journey.
Oh, Journey. Yeah, that also has deserts and all, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I can see the similarity.
Yeah. Looks nice.
But yeah, I think I really like the art style, and I like
Yeah, the
that
aesthetic.
like open
Yeah.
world in this. So, and
Yeah.
yeah, it looks beautiful. I think
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
So,
Gameplay wise, I
yeah.
think it will be very like it looks like a very relaxed game. Like you
Yeah.
just explore, you know, do some basic like puzzle missions and all that, and it's
Like
coming out
Abzu.
very yeah, like Abzu.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, I think the art style was the main thing. And again, this is an indie game made by a small team.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. But yeah, I think that was it.
Okay. That really
Yeah,
looks
okay.
interesting.
Varun,
And there's a demo on Steam if you want to try out. I haven't played it yet, but
Okay.
oh, there's a
yeah.
demo out. That's nice.
Yeah.
When is it? Wait, 23rd September, right?
Yes.
So can you get Xbox Pass from this Steam? No, right?
No.
That's from Xbox Store,
Okay.
not Xbox Store, Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
So that's not how.
Which comes pre-installed on your computer, but everyone ignores it.
Noob, guys, noob. Warning. All right. What's next? What's next?
Varun, a Plague Tale Requiem.
Tanmay says Suicide Squad kills Justice League. That would be
Yeah,
interesting. I would like to see that story mode. You know, there's someone who there's someone who did this Injustice 2, cut out all the cut scenes and made it a movie.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, people do that for a lot of games.
Yeah, Injustice 2 actually did have a really nice story.
Yeah.
I know why that was the story was really good.
Yeah, there's an animated film also coming out, right?
Yeah. The animated, WB Animations are doing a film on it. All right.
I mean, 2D animated, but still.
18 plus, huh? Captured in
There's a
engine.
dialogue in this, so you can.
Things. Where do they come from?
From all of us. From what we do to him.
Looks really nice.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
That's always the reason not to kill someone. Is it Egypt or something like that?
No.
This is
Europe, England.
France.
France.
Whoa. I always love a slow motion war scene. Hey, nice. This looks good, man. This looks photorealistic. Plague Tale Requiem. Okay. So it's like fictionalizing a plague that whoever's taking over.
The bubonic plague. So the story is based during that time. So
yeah.
So the first part, okay, Plague Tale Innocence. So for me, that was released. I am thinking end of 2019 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'll say that was the best game for 2019 by a lot. Okay, so the visuals. Okay. So when that game was released, that was basically a AA game. For people who don't know AA game, it's like all the assets and all are very high detailed. The visual is really good, but the animation is kind of meh. So,
Maximo style.
well, not really, but then it's like as you can if you look really hard, you can if you're a seasoned gamer, so you can make out what is going wrong.
Can we see a trailer
with
for
special
that?
animations and
Varun? Yeah, you continue. Swapna, continue.
Yeah. So that was one thing which is a very minor thing, but then I also really encourage people to play this game. This is like the second favorite game of mine. Okay. Why are you so young?
Let me.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the first game.
Yeah, you continue, Swapna.
Hmm?
You were saying something?
This sunshine won't last long.
This also
Yeah, I was
looks
just saying
beautiful, man.
yeah, this is just rough around the edges if you know what to look at.
Yeah.
But then the story and basically the story and the gameplay is also really, really good, I feel.
Yeah.
Very slow, but really good.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
already see
I
the
remember,
animation, what you're saying.
like,
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I think I should play it, but I remember that there is some part where there are like a lot of rats, so you have
Yes.
to you have to carry a light like that, and yeah,
So the rats are repelled by the light.
yes,
So
yes.
the animation is kind of
So there is
Skyrim,
some
like
puzzles
Skyrim
also,
kind
right,
of a thing.
related
Yes,
to
yes,
that.
yes. Environmental
Hmm.
puzzles and also.
Yeah.
Looks like very Skyrim kind of thing, right?
Not really.
Like the animation, like the aspect of it.
Okay.
Maybe.
You know, the hand is
combat,
not
yeah.
really moving. You know, I get what you were trying to, yeah, makes sense.
So, so the story is very linear.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
stop, then this stop, then this stop. But then the story is very engaging and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Like if you have 1,000 rupees on your Steam, I would suggest you to buy this game. You can spend only that much for like next couple of months, I think. But okay, I mean, I don't know. This is not okay. So the single player linear games can tend to not be replayable.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I personally replay such games a lot,
Even I replay.
but then yeah,
Especially like games that are around 10 to 15 hours long. Like I
yeah.
replay them often because it's not a
Spec
lot.
Ops. Spec Ops is one of the games. It's very short, but then it is really good, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
people like us to replay those games as well.
I think, like, do you think there should be a rented option also for games on Steam? Like you can rent it for a day or something and just finish it.
I mean, so that is what's been achieved by the game passes and all, right?
Yeah.
Just that it's for a month, but then okay. I mean, realistically, you are not gonna sit there for 15 hours and complete the game.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel.
But
I
maybe
mean,
like
there
you have,
can be
got a
people.
weekend free and it's like
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
one fifth the price of the game. But you will not own it. That's the thing,
True. So EA has this Game Pass for most of the games. The EA Game Pass is on Steam, so that is like 315 for the month, and then in that you get like really good games. Battlefield 1 is there, then Titanfall. Both of the Titanfalls are there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel even if you've bought the Game Pass for just say Titanfall first one, so
Yeah.
even if you finish it like in the weekend, you still have like a lot of games you can just play for fun for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been achieved already, I feel, through Game Passes.
I think rental, what will happen if you individually rent out, games. So like, so say if this game was available for like 50 rupees and for 50 rupees, like in 50 rupees you can play for 2-3 days as much as you want or something like that. So what would happen is that the moment you install something, you have like the power to pirate it, and I think that's like a big thing. Like
But isn't that
you have the game files, right?
yeah?
Because you'll download the whole games.
But isn't
So
that
so you'll down yeah.
true for Game Pass also then?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's what the thing is. Like, piracy is not decreasing anyway, but this is like another way, like on top of all that, another
Yeah.
way. So, yeah.
Possible. I think that's what happened to Radhe also. Very out of topic thing,
We are
but
talking about Radhe. Seriously.
but they like they had this thing where once you start playing, you have 4 hours to watch it how many times you want. Of course, you don't even want to watch, but just the
Radhe is not really a good thing.
the process of it, right? Like 4 hours, and maybe for a game like that's why I said 2 days or one day. And it cannot like I was thinking you were gonna say that people can share it with people and multiple people can play the game and that decreases the revenue, but Piracy is like next level. Anyone can play.
You have the game file, you can copy it and then you can prepare a crack yourself some other time, like if you know how to. But that's what would happen if something like this is released. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
But
think
some games have that thing, right? That you have to be online to play it, right?
Yeah,
You have to
that's
be
true.
connected to the
So
account.
competitive games have that.
Yeah.
Any multiplayer game, I guess if it's any multiplayer game, it has that, I guess.
Maybe like if you
So,
like if you start playing and whenever you start the game again, you need to enter a code and you only get the code if you're signed in, kind of a thing.
maybe.
See, we are
okay,
here trying
I
to
think
fix
always
piracy.
online thing is also not,
Feasible, yeah.
it's also not like a good thing. Like
But
always
it's a
being
rental thing,
online
right? So
always.
only just a day or two you need to be like online. Like whenever you at least sign in, whenever you launch the game, you need to be online, and then you can continue playing and doesn't. See, fixing piracy, guys. Fixing piracy. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, let's
So you know
yeah.
what I think. So so since gaming industry has now introduced something like a subscription service, right? It's
Yeah.
similar to Netflix or Amazon Prime. So I think the next step, personally, I feel from the point of view of a player, I feel
Yeah.
that they should also take notes from book of Netflix and then Amazon Prime and add multi. So it's like multi-screen option, right? On Netflix you have multi-screen option, right? So
Yeah.
there can be 4 screens and then 4 people can watch it simultaneously, right? So I think they should introduce something like that for gaming as well. So like maybe let's just say 600 rupees for 4 computers, right?
Yeah.
Gaming pass for 4 computers is 600 rupees.
Yeah.
That would be really nice as well, I think.
But
And
isn't
then
that even
we
Netflix?
can, and then Go Sikandar can pay, and me and Varun can play
But
games.
isn't that like like defeats the purpose, right? Because like Netflix also is not happy, right? They know that people are using other people's accounts through that, and it's cheaper for them, and they are losing money. So because now with Game Pass, right? Because then they have to like increase the plan, right? Make it like a if you're playing like if you're paying like 500 for one screen, you pay 1,000 for two. So that's basically the same thing, right? Like even in Netflix,
No, but then that wouldn't be really good way to scale, right? So anything if you go to buy, if you buy it in more quantity, the price is not doubled, okay? So like
yeah.
if one thing is for, as you said, for
No,
500, so if you take two, you don't pay 1,000.
no, but
I
what
don't think
happens,
that's
right?
a good
Like
strategy.
you for now you have to pay 500 to use the Game Pass and enjoy. But when you add 4 screens and if you don't double the money, if you keep it low, then if you like it like Netflix, right? If you want four players to have each account, the same account, and you pay like $800, it's like you are now paying 200 for the same things you'll enjoy, right? No demotion for you as a player, right? You're paying less and getting the same thing. So why would they do that, right?
Yeah, you see, yeah. So yeah, true. So which is why I said that I'm saying this from a player's perspective, right?
Yeah.
So
I think it's achievable when like Netflix, right? They play with the number. They need more people, so they are okay to lose money on
viewership.
that. But for Gaming Pass, already there's a subsection of the population who plays games, and over that subsection of who'll play Xbox games, and over that subsection, to who'll pay that much money. So I think that's where it becomes difficult. They're like
Yeah, but
Netflix, like today, like half the population is like they have like 200 300 million people Netflix. So that the
Yeah.
number games is very different. The amount of people they have, they can easily lose money on the smaller things and they can still make it. So I think that's the scale thing is the issue, I think. Yeah.
maybe, but then if you also see, like, okay, so if there's a game like Battlefield 1, right? So EA has Battlefield 1 in their Game Pass, okay.
Yeah.
So Battlefield 1 also has a multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say, so I haven't played Battlefield 1 multiplayer, but let's just say if there's a game which is a multiplayer battle royale game, and then you can have a lobby of four in that, right? So four friends can contribute and then buy a game pass, and then all four of them can make a lobby and then play that particular game, right? Isn't that nice? And then other than that, so if you are an avid player of that game, you will go ahead and buy skins, or the next whatever update is there, right? So the newer skins and all for the guns for the player. So all four of them will do that also, right?
Hmm. See, it's like what happens, right? In Netflix, it's like it's just a library, and it itself is the player itself, right? Netflix is the player. But in game, what happened? It's just a library. Every game is its own platform, right? So like a battle royale. In the game, you get and get into a lobby. So you don't need a lobby again outside the game, in the library. So it
Well, uh, I know. I mean,
money.
I mean, ऐसे वैसे पैसे तो आने ही है.
Yeah, that's true. But again, it again, like Epic is ready to spend so much money on Fortnite and let it go free, because they'll know the more people, they have more chances of doing making that money out of the cosmetics. And I think that it all depends on how the studio is looking at things. So, but I don't think that game, again, as I said, that the scale is so low that it will harm them instead. Like because there are so less people willing to buy a game pass, right? Like, oh, without also I can I have a lot of things to do in life. So it's like very few people who are like, okay, I'll pay money, man, to play games. So I think that's the factor. Like Netflix, oh man, I'm bored. Let's get Netflix, man. There's so much stuff. Every time I do something, there's something on there, right? So I think that's the issue here.
Maybe.
Yeah, but as a player, of course, we'll love that.
Yeah. So I feel, yeah, if it's Varun and me, so I think if we are given a choice to get either, right, a Netflix or a Game Pass, so I think we'll go for Game Pass.
Yeah, definitely. I know.
I mean, obviously, so we'll look at what games are available and how interested we are in the games, and then we'll either ways choose the Game Pass.
Tanmay says Assassin's Creed movie was so disappointing. Okay, no Assassin's Creed this time?
No, I think the one that came out last year.
Phoenix Rising, right?
No, not Phoenix Rising. Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are just releasing like new content for it.
Okay.
I think that.
True.
When will we get India, man? Like Assassin's Creed India, kind of.
Yeah, they should at some point. They should.
I think there's a 2D version of it.
Side scroller, yeah. Wasn't there a
side scroller? Yeah.
There is one
in India.
Yeah, there is one. It was okay, but full-fledged India game should come out at some point.
Yeah. Tanmay is saying we are becoming entrepreneurs. Great ideas. Well, you guys are talking about games at the time of GPU crisis. That's true. We talked about it in the beginning of the stream.
I mean, which is why we are talking about games, right? Or else we would be playing games.
Nice.
Because there's a GPU crisis, so we are here talking with you guys.
Yes. So, do we have any other games to talk about?
Let's
Halo
see.
Infinite, free multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll try it out.
So since being a Halo fan and having a lot of nostalgia with the series, so I think
I've heard there have been a lot of
is a
controversies
really good game.
with Halo and all. Like fans are disappointed and all of that.
I think last time something happened, right? Like there was. I mean, they did not like how the game looked or something like that. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the issue with remaking games like these, right?
Yeah.
So having very up to date graphics on a game which was like released 10 years ago it really isn't very efficient, I feel, for the company.
Yeah.
So they just so what they do is, instead of reworking on all the models and all, they just go for reworking on the textures and the lighting and all. So that does improve it a lot, but then not as much. I mean, you can
I
still
think,
make out that
I
the
found it like it was good looking to me, but
true, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, so so I personally don't care much about graphics if it's a game like Halo or if it's a game like Mass Effect, right? So Mass Effect also has a remake done.
Yes.
So in that as well, you can so Mass Effect 1 very prominently, you can see that the textures are really high quality, but then the animation and all is still Mass Effect 1 basically. But then still, I feel I'll still play that because I don't know, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's
guess
good.
that was the issue with Halo as well.
Yeah. So this year, what do we get? Who's sharing?
Oh wait. Oh, it was running.
What is Purple Place? Is that a game?
It's that game that used to come like pre-installed in Windows 7. Like you had to make a
Oh.
cake or something like that.
Ah,
And
yes,
Make
yes,
a
yes.
cake.
yeah,
Yes. By the way,
I mean, you
any
just used to choose different color and all that, like something like that.
What is this, like the prequel for Overcooked or something? Undercooked.
have you guys played Cyberbug?
I have played.
15 minutes. 3 bugs. I was like, yeah, not playing this. I mean, obviously, since
Full
I've
screen?
bought it, so I will. But then after it's stable. But yeah, I was very disappointed for sure, because I was one of the person who was, into the bandwagon of being, CD Projekt Red का गेम है भाई तोड़ ही होगा मतलब
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 almost 3 बार खेल चुका हूँ तो I was like ये भाई ये गेम तो तोड़ ही होगा.
Why?
But yeah.
Why? Same.
So they are basically Power Rangers. Do you know Linus Tech Tips, right?
Yeah.
So they had this gamer thing, right? That they'll give gamers free GPUs, not free, but an MRP. Because they got some game. I think they did something because of the people are just scamming and all of that, right? So I think the very old people had to play very old Halo with Linus to win the GPU, and they all were losing to him.
Oh.
And again, I think I've seen that game, right? So
Tanmay actually aptly named the game.
Cyberbug. Oh, he meant Cyberpunk. Oh, now I get it.
Wait. Did you actually say Cyberbug when you asked us?
Yeah, I thought that's a game.
Well,
yeah, that is. We got to know. Tanmay, we talked about Cyberpunk also in the beginning. Looks good. Whoa. Hopefully that really happens while playing, The way people fall down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Multiplayer free to play, man. Something I would like to try. Free. Whenever someone says free, I'm like, yes. Did you call me?
You can try, yeah.
All right.
Day one with Xbox Game Pass.
Okay. Yeah. I think when we get Xbox Game Pass, we plan everything according to. But I don't. But do you need Game Pass to play it free?
I mean, I think you might need to.
But then how is it free?
No. So you don't. If it's a free game, so you don't need a Game Pass for that.
Okay.
So you can though you can directly download it from Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
So it's, I guess.
Yeah.
So whenever a company has a free game, like Ubisoft, if Ubisoft is giving a free game out, you will have to download their store, and then you have to download that free game from there, and then you can play with whatever anti-cheat their store has bundled with that. So
Yeah.
since Microsoft Store is default with every PC, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's not an issue.
All right.
But then
All
I
right.
think I do strongly feel that they should have a better server for India at least,
Yeah.
because the previous games there was basically no server here and the game was laggy.
Yeah.
So what
I think
was the
that
nearest?
I think I think
See,
now Discord also has an India server now in Mumbai, I think.
is it?
Before that could use only Singapore one. And
Okay,
also I think
yeah.
Fortnite is a game I have played a lot. So in that also it's either Middle East or Asia. Asia servers are also in China or somewhere. So
I think mostly Singapore, not
yeah.
China, but yeah.
So that's definitely one thing, as you know, Indians multiplayer games and all but what about these PUBG and all, right? India will have servers, right?
I think they must be definitely having. Like maintaining mobile game servers is relatively easy, so I'm pretty sure India, like there will be not just one, multiple servers in India.
Yeah.
Like North, South will have different and East, West different.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
that's nice. So do we have anything else you want to talk about?
I mm, I don't
Any
know.
smaller things, some smaller updates?
Mm, I think yeah, I'd put up another game, but
All right, what is
let's
this?
see. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Somerville. Oh my god, yeah, this game looks really
yeah,
good.
it looks very atmospheric.
Inside, it looks like inside.
Hmm.
Jump ship.
अब म्यूजिक का कम करूं.
No, no, I'll manage. For a second, I thought it's like live action. I like the style. Hey, what's that from the sky?
It is a bit like post-apocalyptic.
Does it reminds you of that? The game that inspired our movie also, but we didn't do that. What's that game? Yeah, the black and white. You like it's like sides. Walking. Limbo. But I think it's
more of the
advanced version of it.
The kind of successor of Limbo was Inside, right? So if you played Inside, so this one looks very close to what Inside was.
Oh, they were dreaming all of this?
No.
Oh, it's the starting of the invasion kind of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
And the baby.
Oh, there's a family element.
Yeah.
I always love that.
I think family element always takes me to this that zombie.
Day one with
Father-daughter.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Last of Us.
The ending was very, like people were not happy, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
Game.
Yeah, I loved the second game. I don't think I had any, like people had other issues. I mean, of course, I also had issues, but I think like the thing at which people were angry, I wasn't angry with that. In fact, I thought it was perfect. But the things that people loved, I was like, this is like not that good. But yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a movie in making, right, about it. Last of Us.
There's an HBO show, I think, not a movie.
Okay.
It is Pedro Pascal and someone else. So yeah, big budget show.
There was also something.
One most controversial thing that they said was that they are taking like dialogues and lines, not all, but some dialogues and lines directly from the game, which has like never happened in any video game adaptation. So people are mixed about it. It may be good, it may be bad, but I think it's good because the game, like it already exists. Like when you adapt from a novel or something or a comic book, also you often take the dialogues from that directly because that thing is already good. It is already working. So why not just use that? Why there's no need to change it. So I think it might be good, but yeah. What were you saying, Swapne?
Yeah, I was saying so what he was saying about dialogue. So I think it's it's a good thing that they are directly taking it from the game.
Yeah.
Because so even the first game, right, it works really well. So
Yeah.
when I was playing the first game, I did not feel, that there's any empty area basically in the game. Not only like in terms of action, but also dialogues and the placement of the dialogues and the obviously the delivery and all was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can basically just that's one of the games where you can just watch someone playing it on YouTube. So if a person is not uh, doing a commentary with the game, so you can just watch it like a movie or something,
Yeah.
because it really is like that.
Yeah.
And
I
really,
think both the games are like that.
yeah, like I haven't played the second one or watched a walkthrough of it, but yeah, the first one is so not only the ups and downs in action, but also emotion, right? So that
Yeah.
is done really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think something that makes it interesting, like the game. Like you can play, not just watch someone's life, experience it, but you can play that character and live his life like
Sure.
that. I think that's what makes the game different. All right. Do
Yeah.
we have anything else, or is it time to wrap up?
I think it's like
Any other
I can't
announcement?
remember.
Anything? Definitely, there'll be like comments later. Hopefully, that
Yeah.
hey, how could you miss that? How could you miss this?
Oh,
Yeah.
let's give a bit of time for Forza Horizon 5
Oh
and
yeah.
We didn't talk about Far Cry, right?
specifically Far Cry 6.
But I think the
Not
trailer was
that
already out, right? Like for me, like a year ago.
Yeah, the
yeah,
trailer
and it's like not that interesting.
is official game.
All right. So it's a car game.
I'm Mike Brown.
Yeah, skip this guy. We respect you, buddy, but let's go to the game.
In unparalleled detail and with ray tracing in full.
Looks like a Tony Stark
I
car.
think the main thing is that it looks very good. That's the main thing. And yeah, like the franchise is famous for looking very good, and the cars feel very accurate to like how they do.
Now I
in real
don't
life.
get this. Like this water on screen. What does that mean? Like how is that adding to my experience?
Kind of if you are in a first person.
Yeah, but then it should be first person, right?
There is an option for first person, but then so what happens is personally I feel in racing games like this I always prefer the third person view if
Yeah,
I'm
same.
in a
Same.
race.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's the majority of thought process, so which is why I guess they have done this.
Yeah.
The perfect place to meet up with friends and head out.
I want to, I haven't tried that yet and, never got the opportunity, but play as a racing game with that, the steering and the gear, everything that comes
Oh,
like a
yeah.
console.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. Because in reality, I don't have enough money to do that in my own car on road. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Like in gaming parlors they have, right? But the games are so minimalistic that you don't have that options. You just race or don't, right?
Just one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces.
Because there's all the assets and the textures are like photogrammatically made.
Yeah.
Basically taking, for people who don't know, so basically taking a very high resolution image of an object from all possible sides and you
Oh, he's talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the person is also saying right now. Yeah.
At this level of detail. And here's Sierra in her favorite
Nice.
off-road buggy. The Volcano Sierra.
Yeah, so basically capturing any object from all the possible sides at
Yeah.
the highest available resolution and then simulating that into a 3D software.
Yeah. So this is by
Which gives
Ubisoft?
very realistic visuals.
Yeah.
No, this is by I think Microsoft.
This is Microsoft Studios.
Ah, okay.
Anywhere in the world. It's a colourful,
Nice.
undulating city full of vibrant.
They should add like Mumbai or something to this game. Like they have been adding
Dude,
a lot
Mumbai,
of
do you think you can
cities
race?
around the world. Some
How
Indians
are you
race.
gonna race in Mumbai? Huh? I mean, if there's no traffic, there are like
Yeah, the roads are
I
also
can
so
bet, yeah,
small.
100% there will be potholes and all, right?
Yeah.
So if there are no potholes and no traffic, I won't believe it's Mumbai.
Yeah. So you lose the realism.
फिर तुम कितना भी फोटोग्रामेटिकली तुम सारा रिक्शा वगैरह स्कैन करके डालो, मेरे को बिलीव ही नहीं होगा कि मुंबई है.
Right.
That's interesting. All right. So I think that was the last thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this game also has now also has a battle royale mode.
Oh my god! Like how does that
Racing
work?
car with battle royale. I haven't looked into it much, but it's like I think you need to eliminate your opponents.
Yeah.
As soon as so the
whoever
final one.
like whoever is the
remaining,
last person, he has some time to get ahead and get saved, or he's out, kind of a thing.
Not I don't think it's like that, because then that see so you can see the cars going here and there, right?
Yeah.
So I think you need to crash onto some people or something like that, because what you're saying that has been done already. So that is not really like a battle royale, right?
Yeah.
Whoever is
That's
last,
just
that guy
basic.
gets eliminated.
No, last as in
Yeah.
like there's a storm, right? So at the back of the track there's something coming, and if you don't
Nah,
go
but then
faster,
that
it
would
will
be-
take
that
you out.
would Really be, I don't know.
Okay.
That
That's-
sounds interesting.
Hmm.
Football with a car, why not a battle royale with a car?
Is that llama? Copied from
Yeah.
Fortnite? But okay, there was this game, yeah. I forgot. I had bought the CD, and it has a mode, and I never liked racing games. That was so boring. I couldn't win. So I used to always play that game where it's like a mud area, and you have to just bang the other cars and win. Be the last one surviving. I forgot.
Demolition Derby.
Yeah. I still love that.
Yeah.
And I only used to play
also
that.
mobile phone, right?
Yeah, I think.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I remember
I'm
that
talking
game.
about
Yeah,
like.
you just have to crash and break down the other car.
I'm almost 10 years back. I'm talking about 10, 12 years back. I bought that game, and I only used to play that mode. That was so fun. And I also had this Midtown Madness, and I used to only do the roam free. I used to only play that.
Midtown Madness was the game, bro.
And that car with the yellow one with has tires extended like.
Yeah.
That was my gig.
Midtown Madness and then Road Rash. These were like the.
Yeah, Road Rash was.
Legend.
I was too young to play.
What really?
Visually,
You
right?
have never who's too young to play Road Rash?
Dude, I had to cover my screen when GTA Vice City should load, so no one should see it.
So you're saying you played GTA Vice City, but you didn't play Road Rash because you were.
Yeah.
No, Road Rash was like I had to hide more. Like I used to turn off my screen, and the game should load, and then I used to turn it on. Don't want to get caught, but yeah, I was too naive. But I played Road Rash, but it was like way back. I used to always get bored, it's like
Midtown Madness was good.
Midtown Magnus, the world is so big. I just used to go and create traffic jam, and then by the time I used to come back and traffic is gone, so again make traffic jam. And the bridges used to do this like in Doom 3. So I used to always wait for that and then take the car.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of hours like that. All right. I think we are at the end of this session, guys. Whoever stick around, thank you for the 10 likes. If you're watching the replay, do hit the like, share, subscribe, all of that if you enjoyed. And we'll definitely be doing more gaming content. Hopefully new trailers come out, new game announcements, and more stuff. More. We are gonna experiment with more stuff. Maybe do some play alongs also. Let's see how all that works out. But definitely we'll be doing all of that. So if you're interested, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications. Any parting thoughts? Any final thoughts, guys, on E3?
I liked it, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of games to look forward to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
And hopefully all of them are bug free. Well, not necessarily bug free as such, ekdam tip top condition, but then
Yeah.
playable.
Yeah, definitely. And hoping to see more Indian games. There are a lot of coming up, so we'll talk about more
True,
in the
true.
future. But I think that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll say a goodbye. See you. Good night.
Bye.
Okay.